Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with a library book haul. So I am filming this on Saturday. If you watch my weekly TBR, I literally filmed that video and now I'm filming this one. So yay, I just went to the library. I just got home from the library not very long ago. I have a stack of books here that I've taken out. Will I get to all of them? Probably not, but it gives me a lot of choice. So you will have already seen one of these books if you did watch my weekly TBR video, but that's okay. I still have 5 other ones that I'm going to share with you. So these are all books that really looked interesting to me, that kind of caught my eye while I was wandering around the library. So I decided to check them out. If I don't get to all of them, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But yeah, let me show them all to you guys. See if there's any that catch your eye and books that you might want to add to your personal TBR. So the first one is the one that was on my list for my weekly TBR. So I'm hoping to get to this one this week. And it's called It's One of Us by J.T. Ellison. I'm a big fan of J.T. Ellison. I think she writes some fantastic thrillers. I have not been disappointed in any of her books. I've been reading her for well over a decade. And yeah, I really do like her stuff. This is a thriller again, so I don't want to say too much about this one. But it says, this twisting, emotionally layered thriller explores the lies we tell to keep a marriage together or to break each other apart. So, yeah, Marriage in Trouble. Sounds interesting. I am intrigued. The next one, I was on a bit of a thriller and summer kick. Kind of both. The other one is also a popular pick, a new release, is The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. What happens when love pushes you to the edge? So, yeah. No idea what this one's about either. I don't want to find out because, again, it's a thriller. I just don't want to read too much about it. So, oh, this is another, okay, I just saw the little bit on the back here. This is another one about a marriage in trouble. So, yay, excited for this one too. And hopefully I'll get to this one before I have to return it to the library. And the last 4 books, clearly I have summer on the brain. Today, as I'm filming this, it's rainy, it's cold, it's unpleasant. And I, for one, am now ready for summer. I'm ready for warmer weather. And these books, I think, all kind of meet that criteria. So the first one, I was wandering around through the YA section because there are some great YA books, you guys. Some great YA books. And I grabbed this one. This author, I have read her before. I like her work. And it's Love, Life, and the List by Cassie West. And yeah, this one sounds really cute. So it's about a girl, 17-year-old. It says, Abby Turner's summer isn't going the way she'd planned. She has a not-so-secret, but definitely unrequited crush on her best friend Cooper. She hasn't been able to manage her mother's growing issues with anxiety. And now she's been rejected from the art show because her work has no heart. So when she gets another opportunity to show her paintings, Abby isn't going to take any chances, which is where the list comes in. So she gives herself like a list of 10 things to do over the summer to kind of like come out of her shell or give her, like to learn a stranger's story, to fall in love, stuff like that. So sounds really cute. Again, I've read this author before and I like her work. A couple summers ago, I read Sunkissed, which is kind of a YA retelling of, a modern YA retelling of Dirty Dancing, which was absolutely delightful. But yeah, I am looking forward to getting to this one. Next up, this one I think is more of a mystery, but I read the little beginning of it and I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. Now, I looked it up on Goodreads as I was in the library and it turns out it's second in a series. But I read this, they had the first one on the shelf, so I picked that one up. And the first one wasn't nearly as interesting as this one, in my opinion. So you guys know me. I'm all about not necessarily reading series in order. And this is one of the reasons why, right? So the first one didn't seem all that interesting, so I didn't want to pick it up. But the second one sounded really good. So, why would I perhaps read a book I'm not as interested in just to get to one that I am interested in? See what I'm saying? So, the book I have, There's Something About Saint Topaz. And this is by Elizabeth Adler. Summary cover, right? But this is the second book in, I think, the Max Riley series. And it says, at Saint Topaz Villa, a pair of lonely children, old enough to know heartbreak but too young to know danger. A group of international vacationer misfits brought together by a rental scam, an art theft, a haunting, and murder. And Malibu PI Mac Riley and his sidekick and would-be assistant and true love Sunny Alvarez find themselves in the middle of it all. I don't know, the whole thing about misfit vacationers and a haunting and a murder, I'm like, I want to read this. It sounds so good. The first one was like another like mystery book featuring this main character named Max. But this one just sounded so much more interesting to me. So that's why I decided to pick this one up. Next up, we have a Jennifer Weiner book. I do like her books. It's been a while since I've read one of hers. And this is That Summer. So again, clearly on the summer kick here, my friends. And it says, from the #1 New York Times bestselling author of Big Summer comes another timely and deliciously twisty novel of intrigue, secrets, and the transformative power of female friendship. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is not part of a series. I did check. Because like I said, like it says here, she wrote Big Summer, I think the year before. But they're not part of a series. These are standalone novels. So definitely beach. We're getting into the beach read territory here, I feel. Which I'm cool with, even though I will probably not be going to a beach this summer. But that's fine. Front porch books are just as good. So yeah, I've got this one. And last but not least, this is a book that I had. I think I also had That Summer. But I know for sure from NetGalley back when I had NetGalley, and I didn't get to it, and I'm a huge, huge fan of this author. I do love a good historical fiction book, and she writes them spectacularly. And this is Our Last Days in Barcelona by Chanel Cleeton. So I think I've read everything that she's published to this book, and I think she has a newer one coming out that I haven't gotten to yet. But yeah, very excited about this one. She writes some great, great books. When Isabel Perez travels to Barcelona to save her sister Beatrice, she discovers a shocking family secret. So this takes place in a dual timeline, Barcelona in 1964 and in 1936. So yeah, I love those kind of books. I love the cover of this one too. Gorgeous. So yeah, I am really hoping to get to this one at some time in the next few weeks. So yeah, so anyway guys, that is all that I have for my library book haul. Let me know, let me know, have you read any of these books? And what did you think about them? And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye guys.